Let's go, everybody! We have the third round of the tournament, the Masters Clash. This is actually the quarterfinal, and we have Chili Mountain against Team SoundLess. So, Chili Mountain on the left side this time. Infernal Shrine is our first map. And on the other side, we got our Russian team. I mean, again, strictly speaking, it's Russians and Ukrainian. They communicate in Russian. I'm a lazy person, so I just call them the Russians. And they got that typical Eastern European or Russian aggressive playstyle that was just amazing to watch in the last tournament. Now, this is the second qualifier for the Masters Clash still. We are in the quarterfinal right now. And as already mentioned, in qualifier number 1. If you win one of the qualifiers, you are in the main event. You qualify for the Masters Clash, period. But even if you lose, if you don't take first place, if you take second, third, fourth, whatever, you still accumulate points that will then be added up between all the qualifiers for a ranking, and that is a last chance qualifier that will be set up after the fourth qualifier, when 4 teams therefore qualify directly for the event. 4 more will qualify through a last chance qualifier, where the top 8 in that ranking will be represented in a single elimination system. But either way, now that we're starting things up, Hydra is already locking in a Sonya first pick. We have Medivh banned out, and here in Infernal Shrines, even Falstad is getting banned out quickly. Tychus, of course, for Odin, he gets picked here. And we have Stukov together with that for Banana H. That is actually Banana H's account over here. But yeah, this should be a fun one, honestly. This should be a really interesting one. Chili Mountain definitely had a much better standing and showing on the European server that they had when they played in the CCL. I mean, all of these guys are European players, so they are playing on their home server right now. This is the European Heroes of the Storm server where all of this gets played out. So it's a little bit more ping-friendly for them. Jojo gets locked in, and so does Cassia. So with Johanna and Sonya, we have a really solid core of the draft for the objective. So you got Condemn on Jojo, Wave Clear with that, cooldown reduction on level 4 if you want to, Sonya for the spin to win, a little bit more slam damage coming in. Supports are being banned out right now. They got Kane is still up, so you could go for the old man here if you're trying to zone with him. The Uther ban is a little more typical these days, and Lucio, ever since he saw buffs in the last patch, has been a more regular pick and also ban. So definitely the last couple of patches that we've seen influencing us so often the meta again. Enubera gets banned out too. Yeah, that Stukov on the other side is obviously sending a sign saying like, hey, they might be playing in an engage composition, so you gotta be a little bit more careful here. And well, let's see. To the left side of the map, we got a mainly Swedish team. Banana H, obviously the resident French player over here. Unfortunately, he doesn't play as Ana. Got banned out in the past a lot because he's so strong on it. Gia again with Diablo. He already played him a few times recently. The cool thing, if you have Leoric with Diablo together, then Leo can set up an Entomb, and Diablo can actually use the walls of the Entomb to stun a target into it, which makes for a lot of cool interactions if you play it properly. But this is, in general, a fantastic map for Diablo. So it's a really nice lock here for Gia. Has played a lot of Diablo in the first tournament too, and also in other events. And, well, here we go. Brightwing and Zarya. Alright. So, a bit of a pseudo support together with that. And some extra damage and position that they have. Yeah, sweets. Meatballs against vodka. That's what we have over here. Or, what is it called? Borscht. Meatballs against borscht. But either way. Last pick. Last pick, they need a little bit more damage, or, well, at least another melee assassin, anything on those lines. Range damage would be kind of cool too, with a bit of wave clear. They get off here. Okay, Coffin Girl is in, and that brings us to game number 1, Infernal Shrines, everybody. Game number 1 in the best of 3 Heroes of the Storm series between Chili Mountain and Team SoundLess. Chili Mountain against Team SoundLess. On the left side, the blue team with Macke on Tychus, Azurite on Orphea. We got Banana H on Stukov, Backhold on Leo, and Gia is playing Diablo. On the right side of the map, Hydra with Sonya. We got Farlander on Zarya, Nenopy on Brightwing, Sir Ice Cream on Johanna, and Witness is playing Cassia. Gotta say, red team, it's gonna be kind of fun. It's kind of funny in and of itself that the Russian-Ukrainian team is playing in red again. That's going to give them a little bit of HP boost. Kidding, of course. But yeah, these guys are always fun to watch. Honestly, one thing that has been true ever since Heroes of the Storm started is that all the Ukrainian and Russian players have always shown incredibly aggressive gameplay that was so entertaining to watch. The days of Stork, Sevkaje together, Hydra obviously playing. I mean, we have so many on that side who just did absolutely fantastic. So the game between Team Vodka and Team Meatballs is ongoing. And an absolute understandable pick is, of course, Zarya. Picking Zarya in-game with Russia makes perfect sense. Logical decision. Drink vodka, shoot particle grenades, no problem. Get easy kills, no problem. Easy peasy. So we're gonna see if they can actually make it into the next round. Chili Mountain had a pretty good showing in the first tournament too, but I think it was in the semi-final where they were finally defeated. Now Team SoundLess, they not only want to climb the ranks in the standings, which I explained earlier, but they also want to, of course, ideally qualify for the main event directly. You don't want to go through that extra last chance qualifier, that Mercy tournament there. You want to qualify directly, get all of that out of the way, and then just watch the rest of the qualifiers and not have to worry about it anymore. We got the low blow on Banana H with Stukov. Same time now, bit of a 4-man push at the bottom of the map. Zarya is, of course, fantastic in those situations too. We're going to keep a bit of an eye on her. She's definitely going to boost any kind of team fight on the objective with the additional sustain that she brings to the table. No stacking, unfortunately, for Cassia, so instead we get the charged strikes over here. We're going to see what's that going to bring. Stacking is kind of fun, but obviously on this map in particular with the objective, this is a fantastic talent to have. Yeah, Sonya, she had to... needed a little bit of help here, and Brightwing was absolutely willing to fly here and help out a bit. But yeah, either way, with all of this coming through, we got on level 4 now, the speed barrier coming in. Also, Tychus made the choice to go into the bigger they are. He's actually holding the line between the lanes here, trying to slow the rotation down a little bit. And, well, Sonya goes for the very, very safe rotation all the way to the top to catch the experience here, as you can see. So Hydra is not taking any risks whatsoever, whereas now Bergholt, with his Leo, has come in with a level 4 Leo Peasants. The Ring of Leech is also ready for Cassia. Diablo starting things up with the Sacrificial Soul as his level 4 talent, and this is when the first shrine gets announced and the two teams are taking their shaman camp to set it on the top side. The objective itself spawns at the bottom of the map, and we'll see how exactly this is gonna work out now, because this is where the party really starts. And Jojo, by the way, went into the Sins Exposed, so no cooldown reduction for her. Both teams have done a fairly decent job catching all of the experience on the lane. Topside, Brightwing will of course hold this as long as possible. The only global hero in the game will give Team SoundLess a slight advantage if they want to make the play here. Slam slam as Hydra is taking this. And they're starting to make a bit of a rotation at the top to help Brightwing out and make sure that these three are not pushing the entire wall down. Because at the end of the day, you might lose, I mean, even if you win the objective, it's kind of nice. But if you lose the entire wall at the top, as a result, then it's going to be an even trade if so, and that doesn't really give you the position that you were hoping for. But you can tell that Chili Mountain acknowledges right away that the position on the shrine fight is just much better for Team SoundLess with this team composition, as we already alluded to a little bit in what we talked about. So they didn't even want to fight. They instead just took some structures down, and now there's the Punisher push. But instead, the red team is moving towards the top and saying, hey guys, we need to do some damage here at least. So instead of just pushing with the Punisher, let's push the top lane out. They have to defend both, do a bit of damage here, and just try and draw even. And that's more or less what they're currently doing here. So they're coming in for this and take down the top, pretty much the entire wall, honestly. Maybe the tower's gonna survive? Honestly, they're getting kills here too, aren't they? Ophia is down, Coffin Girl is dead, and they took half the wall down. The tower is gonna fall too at the bottom of the map. This has taken some damage as well. So the first kill goes to the red team, as they are starting things off with a bit of a bang as usual. The aggression that we're used to from these guys is coming through once again. Farlander, on the other hand, gets attacked immediately, has to try and dip out over here, and is able to make it work. That got a bit scary for just a second, but he's able to make it out, and the siege continues as they're trying to take the fountain down. Nice wall stun. Gia is beasting it over here. At the same time, though, Azerite is back to business and nearly dies again. Gia about to move in, and he is just jumping around. Yeah, his Diablo is scary. Especially on this map when you're fighting a shrine battle later on and you get a good angle. Diablo can be one of those guys that pretty much one-shots you if you're not careful, especially after level 16, of course. And, well, let's see what else we can do. We have in the middle of the map now that level 7 talents are available for both, and they're fighting for the level 10. Still experience that has to be gathered. The pinpoint accuracy is still out. The battle rage is in. And the blue team has started to fall down to the bottom of the map to try and take an additional mercenary camp here. And they get it. And, well, they get more than that. They see a lonely Sonya who face-checked the bush, and that is the end of her. Sonya gets eliminated. Easy kill. Mom spaghetti, baby. The heroes of the storm, Eminem has fallen. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about right now, I think by now everybody knows, but if you're a little bit newer to all of this and you haven't really watched this, do yourself a little bit of a favor and just like double check the portrait over here from Sonya, and now picture Eminem with an orange wig and a little bit of blue face paint. Can't unsee. Sorry that I ruined Sonya for you now, but well, that's just what it is. Yeah, and by the way, our Heroes of the Storm Eminem going into the Wrath of the Berserker here. We still got the Falling Sword though, so a little bit of backline pressure potentially by Jojo. And also the cooldown reduction that we're going to get later in the game. Start trying to steal this one away. Providing a little bit of vision would help them to take the fountain down. And that's something that Witness should be able to do. Needs a little bit more than only one stack. Yeah, comes in again. And the fountain... yeah, sorry, that's not enough. One more was needed. Misses out on the last one. Doesn't have a chance there. They needed someone else to chip in some vision. And yeah, that unfortunately didn't quite work to take the fountain down, but again, they got close. A kill for a kill. Next objective spawns topside. The camps get taken together with the 2. And it is party time. Level 10. They are in, and this is the second objective as they're all making the plays right now. 9,500 damage for Cassia, 7,700 for Ophir. And it is time to get the party topside started. Yep, let's make it happen. Blue team is dipping around it. They're like, can we not? Like, what exactly are we gonna do here now? Not really so sure, but they're starting to take the position with Leo and Diablo finally, as Brightwing moves in as well. They have a slight lead already, Team SoundLess. They're actually at 25. There's the combo! The APOC! Just as we see the Entomb come through. The ult of Zarya, though. And here comes the Falling Sword! Fallen with a shield! The last second shield! But Tychus shows no mercy and takes Zarya down. And this will lock in the Punisher for Chili Mountain. The blue team claiming the objective. Well done, but that was clutch. Zarya, she nearly survived all of this, but then Odin just hammered her down. And now the top fort is, of course, going to be falling. I mean, again, this one wasn't even touched by the Punisher. Punisher didn't even get close enough. It was already eliminated. It's more a question of what can they take down at the top keep. I suppose we're going to see the wall fall and not more than that. But the level 13 talents give them a follow-up. Potentially, at least. Yeah, they're trying for it. Wall is going to be taken down. Leo is now also down at the bottom of the map. So they're not going to try and get more than this. We're going to get an auto attack build for Berghold, Mithril Mason 16 after he just committed to his 13 talent. And the top fight is still happening. Yeah, Azerite is there. Also saw the Falling Sword again being used. And that's the kill on Ophir. Ophir is down. They're even attempting to follow up on Banana Age. But with Gia now chipping in from the side, they're probably going to be a bit careful around that. 2 kills to 2, and there's the level 13 for both of them now. And nice back and forth. It's a good opening into the series. Both of the teams are finding some opportunities. The first fort has, of course, been destroyed on the red team side, but they're looking for more. Can they make the attack here? Yes, they can. And Stukov gets crushed. The Admiral, they 5-manned him, and he didn't stand a chance. Now they're making the play for the camp, and they can, of course, with the position that they have, take the Shaman camp away. If you're ahead, get a little bit further ahead. Yeah, and the top fort might fall because of it. But the blue team is reacting. I like it. So they make the choice to go down to the bottom of the map and take the wall down. We already have a play for the camp, as Azerite and Maka are trying to potentially also damage the fort itself. Now the top one is, as I already mentioned, definitely going to fall, as by now also the Shaman camp that walks over towards the keep wall. Jojo has now started with the defense, but the Ice Cream needs to be careful because Macke is trying to get the kill together with Orphea. Can't make it happen as Brightwing is moving in. But this is a nice back and forth, and I really like the decisions that are being made by a lot of the players. There's a lead in experience for the blue team. It's not really a big one, but it's definitely still there. 20,000 damage now for Cassia. We got 23,000 for Tychus. And, well, there we go. Okay. Banana Age with a pleb horse over here. And what else are we gonna get? Next objective should be announced soon, TM. 16 talents. We're gonna see a 16 versus 16 fight. I mean, there's a lead that we'll have for Chili Mountain, but I doubt that they're gonna make a play around it. I don't think they really have enough time for that to happen. But either way, Leo is gonna push the top lane out, and we can always move back. But now that we got the 16, we got the Dead Magic, Super Strain is in, and Domination, the most important talent at this point, because now the gameplay potential and the playmaking potential for Gia is just so much higher. Yeah, easy peasy, thanks to the speed bubble. So Ice Cream gets out. They nearly got level 16. Sonya is taking the camp up at the top. Shrine is activating at the bottom of the map again, which is why the blue team is trying to take the fountain down. With success, I might add. Great. No lane sustain for Team SoundLess. So far, so good. The martial law is now in. Yeah, and it's time to shine. Brightwing has helped out at the top. And that's really the one thing where Chili Mountain is now suffering a little bit, because their own Shaman camp was stolen earlier by Team SoundLess. They don't have a Shaman camp on the top lane. So the longer this bottom fight lasts, the better for Team SoundLess, because their top lane is going to do some serious damage. But down here, that's where the real party starts. Orphea needs to be careful, but they try to go for the lockdown against Sonya. The Entomb is big, and there's the APOC. Nice, Macke is low and he gets away. Oh my god, backhook, and again, he dies. And, well, seems like, for now at least, Team SoundLess is gonna hold on to the objective. But Witness nearly falls. Nenopy keeps him alive somehow. No idea how he did that, but still, 20 versus 20 stacks. And Team SoundLess is coming in, but here comes Odin in the back line as Macke is popping the ult. Sir Ice Cream is low and starting to dodge out, but the blue team is still on the lead on the objective. Finally, Stukov Force, and they're trying to follow up, but Sir Ice Cream himself is in trouble, and the fight is just not stopping. The kill against Zarya, and Hydra locks in the Punisher for the team with a big slam. And at the bottom of the map, the fight continues with Nenopy getting bullied around by Dibbles. Berghult misses the drain and dies as a result. There's the jump off Sir Ice Cream. Brightwing with the help. Hydra comes in, and Coffin Girl can crawl into her own coffin again. Orphea is dead, and what a fight! The only reason why Jojo survived in the first place is that as Brightwing moved in, she activated her own ult. Now the bottom fort is going to fall at the top. The keep is also starting to take some damage. The momentum is there all of a sudden for Team SoundLess as they are starting to make some moves over here. The wall has fallen, the fountain is down, the keep itself is taking damage, and they are moving from camp to camp now in an attempt to extend the lead even further. Also push the lanes out even more thanks to the camp here. Taking the tower and the fountain down should be the smallest of their problems. Vision has been created and the camp is taking this one with ease. 7 kills to 3, and what a beautiful setup now. Really liking this game. 40,000 damage for Orphea, and we got 37,000 for Cassia, the 2 damage dealers over here doing work. And talking of Orphea, she's the one who died 3 times already. So, yeah. At this point, they're chasing Leo again, and Berghult is gonna go down. No chance. Got flattened like a pancake as the Ice Cream jumped straight on the head of it and just crushed him. Yeah. Leo not gonna be happy about that.
Say hello to your sister for me.
Yeah. As he is starting to slowly come back into this. We also got in the middle of the map, the action still ongoing, but now look at the experience. Half a level is missing until 20. And of course they want the fort here. And because Leo is still down, we can start to pressure this at least a little bit. Berghult will be back soon, but he still have a bit of a time frame. Now the next fort is, the next objective is coming up top side. So those camps are not going to have quite the impact. But the pushed out lanes, that's a different story. And level 20, once that we have the Buried Alive in action for Chili Mountain and the big red button, those are of course some insane upgrades that you have. Diablo is also going to have some additional mobility thanks to the Hellgate that he's likely going to take. But what I really have to say is that we'll have that cooldown reduction, and there it is for Jojo, the Heaven's Fury. And in those big fights, that's a huge tool. And they have a 20 that they can now try to exploit. Brightwing, again, with the imaginary friends over here on level 20. We also got the Unyielding Defender, and they want that fort. They really do, don't they? Yeah, there comes the move, straight in for the team fight. Could go for the jump. Gia is in trouble, and Gia is down. Kiss your souls goodbye, Diablo. That was a good kill. That means that in the next team fight, he's going to have a lot less hit points. A lot less HP. So again, they're making the play for their own camp. Level 20 is ready on both sides. And there it is. Hellgate, Buried Alive, as mentioned. They come in with the big red button. We got the Eldritch Conduit as well. And it is a pretty interesting game right now, but Team SoundLess is making some very aggressive moves. It comes down to Leo's engage, I suppose. If Barcold hits a really good Buried Alive, they might be able to do tons and tons of damage and get a couple of kills together. But that's the big question. That's really the big question right now. Can they make it work or not? So, as the objective gets announced, 15 seconds, this is really the time to shine. Because, let's face it, if that objective is taken by Team SoundLess, that's at least the key. Yeah, they make the play here again. They're trying to go for Coffin Girl. As a right on his Sophia gets attacked. Cooldown reduction is kicking in. They want the kill. He has the APOC, the engage from Leo. And Orphea is alive. But the kill against Leoric. Leoric is down again, and Make had to pop his Odin very, very early. And that means he's not going to have that available on the objective fight. And that's a huge problem now. That's one of their biggest tools to lock in the Punisher. So Team SoundLess is going to be very, very happy with that fight. First of all, they got a kill against Leoric. Granted, is going to be back very soon. But Make is going to run out of Odin much, much faster than he expected to. They make the play for Orphea again, and this time she doesn't stand a chance. Team SoundLess, they are murdering them again. Absolute crazy performance here. They're locking down Banana Age. Sonya is still on the objective, and they have 12 kills to 3 now. The usual aggression from the Russians here, and they are doing exceptionally well. And these guys are killing it, honestly. Absolute crushing. 12 kills to 3, and Chili Mountain is just struggling against this aggression. The top lane is already getting pushed. I mean, it's another 28 seconds until Orphea is back, not even talking about Stukofia. And the Mortar Punisher is moving in as they are chipping away the hit points of the top keep. Of course, the idea is to end the game over here. And the keep is gone before the objective, before the Punisher even shows. And bot lane is getting pressure too. There's a double wave moving in together with catapults. That's another problem. And of course, the kill against Diablo doesn't help either. Crazy aggression right now, and they're making it work. This is just looking fantastic. Hydra, he is not wasting any time. Buried Alive or no Buried Alive, he is just wailing away against the core with one slam against another, thrashing it out with it. This is game number 1, the lead for Team SoundLess in this best of 3 series at the quarterfinal of the second qualifier for the Masters Clash. Well done.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Okay, let's go. Towers of Doom, map number 2. Team SoundLess has taken the lead, and yeah, these guys are impressive. They are aggressive as advertised, right? The aggression that we expected from them, it was there, and they really, really ran with it. Especially once that they gained a bit of momentum, they carried it into the hearts of the opponent's defense. Now we got Towers of Doom. As you can see, Chili Mountain has picked the first ban and first pick. So how this usually works is in any kind of best of 3, best of 5, the team that loses a map has the choice. Do you guys want to pick the map for game number 2, or do you want to have first pick, first ban? Traditionally, 90% of the teams pick first ban. Therefore, Team SoundLess had map choice. They decided that they want to play on Towers of Doom. Medivh gets banned out, as so often. Nobody wants to play against Chromie either. So, yeah, she gets eliminated. We got Uther banned, we got Hoga banned. And, yeah, it's party time. So, always a great map to have here. And also a huge comeback map. Could see a couple of the globals. and maybe a little bit of a spicy draft, but first of all, things are normal. Cassia gets locked in early on. Could see our Lucio pick again on this map later on in the game. And especially when we're talking about the Russian team, maybe they got something up their sleeves. But yeah, that's Sonya Locke. Again, she is a huge part of the meta right now. For a lot of teams, we've seen her in the first ban position. We've seen her multiple times on the first pick position, of course, too. Not only in this second qualifier, but also last week on the first qualifier. Yeah, Johanna, again, Forcer Ice Cream, which also, of course, gives him the wiggle room to either go into the Blessed Shield, or if there is a backline support or a backline damage dealer on the side of Chili Mountain that he really feels he can put pressure on, he could go into the Falling Sword again and really do that. We've seen that against Ophia in the last game. She had some huge trouble with dealing with that. But let's see what Chili Mountain is going to go for picks. I mean, again, they want to bring this back. They want to bring this into game number 3. There's Stukov once more. And we got Blaze. Picked by Gia right now, which technically could bring us into a Blaze main tank position again. Unless, of course, they swap things around. Gia is most of the Diablo player for them. I mean, Berghold is obviously playing a lot of main tanks for them too. It's always a bit of a question of who wants to play what. But we have seen 1 or 2 games in the last qualifier where some teams experimented with the Blaze in the main tank again. Not really the biggest fan, but let's see if they are going to try this out. Leo gets banned first of all, so you can already tell that Team SoundLess is also recognizing, hey, this is likely going to be a Blaze main tank, and there's a good chance of that happening, so let's ban out a bit more of the wave clear and the side laning, someone more rotating. Deathwing gets banned together with that. Okay, I mean, Leo gets banned, so Deathwing is of course a hero that is a bit more perceptible to the drain and the max HP damage. Or percentage damage. Therefore, we get the ban there. And there's Sylvanas, alright. Witness with Sylvanas and Nenopi again on a Brightwing. Okay. So, that leaves us with the last 2 picks for the team in blue. Chili Mountain. Gotta win it now. Gotta win 2 in a row if you want to move on to the next round of the event. Again, even if you don't win the tournament, this is a single elimination system. If you don't win the tournament, it's still fine. You're accumulating points. The farther you go in the tournament, the more points you gain. Those are going to be added up through all 4 qualifiers, and then you might find yourself in the top 8 and have a chance to play in this last chance qualifier. Market this time with Falstad. Keep in mind he was banned out the last time, and they lock in Dehaka. That's a double global play. And Fahlender with Maiev. Aggression, aggression, aggression. Again, what we expected from Team SoundLess, but is that enough to deal with the double global draft that Chili Mountain is trying to use on Towers of Doom to win Game 2 and force Game 3? We're going to find out right now as we're jumping into the second match of this Heroes of the Storm series. Towers of Doom, the biggest comeback map in the Heroes of the Storm map pool. We got Chili Mountain against Team SoundLess and the blue team with Macke on Falstad, Banana H on Stukov. We got Azerite on Cassia, Berghold on Dehaka, and Gia is playing Blaze. Team SoundLess with the lead in the best of 3 series. They need 1 more map to advance to the next round, to the semi-final. We have Hydra on Sonya, Farland on Sylvanas, Nenopi on Brightwing, Witness on Maiev, and Sir Ice Cream is playing Johanna in game number 2. Okay, so a double global setup for Chili Mountain. They are also playing with Falstad on Seasoned Marksman, so auto attack style for Macke. Goes up against a lot of melee heroes, so it makes a whole lot of sense for him. And we'll see what he can pull off with that. I mean, again, the double global on this map can be fantastic if you have the wave clear to push these lanes out and then take control of some of those bell towers. So we'll see what they can pull off here. Problem is that Falstad, the bird, is rather squishy, and we could see that in action as Macke gets attacked by Sylvanas and immediately takes a fair amount of damage here. So it's going to be a bit of an explosive one, I suppose. It will be interesting to see what happens at the 1 minute mark. Are we going to see an invade from Team SoundLess on the pumpkin camp on the left side, or are they totally happy just taking their own camp? That's honestly a little bit of a question that is going to be interesting, because we've seen some aggressive plays, and if you lose one of those fights in the early stages, that can always dictate how the game goes. I mean, it sounds a little bit silly, but oftentimes that starts to snowball then a little bit. And right now, it seems that both of them are just totally fine, simply going for their own pumpkin camp. It's a little bit of an attempt to invade, but it's not really working out. Instead, it turns against Johanna. Yeah, she gets saved, at least for now. Witness is also jumping out. Maiev is, of course, one of the biggest threats in this particular fight. There's always the chance that she sets the fight up with a good channel, drags you in, and then you have to fight it out there. Not in this one, though. The stacks are coming together for Falstad slowly. He's fighting it out with Sonya. We have Dehaka and Falstad, the two globals in the middle and up at the top, as down here it's a 4 versus 3. And Azerite gets wrecked. That was an easy kill there. Nicely done by Team SoundLess. And they also put the pressure on Blaze, who was having some trouble of his own. So they are crushing this, and they got Sylvanas. They have Sylvanas, and they're using her ruthlessly to bully the wall. Take the wall down, easily taken, and yeah, that was kind of rough. The drag against Sonya connects at the top, and the kill against her, the two globals working in tandem to make sure that they get the counter kill. So good job by Chili Mountain, getting a kill as well. Bottom of the map, still always the threat that now that the wall is opened up, Sylvanas is going to make a move with the rest of the team to convert it. We have the triple altar phase coming up for the two teams. That's going to be the next one. But yeah, let's see what they can do here. We got Farlander already sitting here in the middle. Same time now, so Ice Cream moving in. A little bit of extra damage against Marke. Top right, top left, as usual, are going to be easily channeled as the two are getting ready. But it's the fight down here that really matters the most. Here we go. Triple altar, third one. Who can take it? Sonya's moving in. Dehaka is still waiting at the top. I mean, again, they got the globals, so you gotta use the globals. If you're playing with global heroes, especially in the lower ranks, some people use... I mean, if you've ever watched some streamers that are not really playing on a high level, you've seen that a lot of these global heroes are simply used to Hearthstone back to the Nexus, and then they're using the global ability to go back on lane. And while sometimes that can be the play, normally it's not. You want to really rotate between lanes and get good value out of it. It's exactly what they're trying to do here. But the red team, with all the fighting, a 4 versus 5, can they get a kill? They lose to Ice Cream. Can they at least get the kill against Azerite? They can't. And there's a kill against Maiev too. Marke is kept. No, he dies. Marke dies. Sonya is still at the top. So we got 2 kills for 1. Still the advantage for Chili Mountain. But hello? They nearly get the kill here. The third altar gets channeled by the blue team, so good for them. But Sonya has taken the top lane in the meantime, has gained a bit more experience for the team, and also claimed the pumpkin camp. The same is now happening at the bottom left, as Cassia has already focused on this a bit earlier. With level 7, we also have Boomerang in. We got the growing infestation after initially the low blow was taken on level 1, so the synergy between the talents is there. Of course, low blow was changed in the last patch and is now a bit more impactful, which makes for the changed build on Stukov. But good job by Chili Mountain. So 3 kills to 2 in total. The experience between the teams is nearly the same. But we are off to a pretty good start again in this one. Yeah. Right now, what do we have? We got 13 stacks on Falstad. Marcus late game will be interesting. Once that he has his quest completed, he gets the activatable, which allows him to increase his auto attack speed a little bit. And of course, he can then really hammer away and start to stack this even further. But right now, they make the play for Gia. At least they're trying to. Everybody disengaging, and Sonya's still at the top. That's the problem if you're going up against the double global. And this is exactly what Chili Mountain has to exploit, and they're doing that now. They're always using the double global to just create superior numbers on the map. So they see an opportunity, they move Marke and Dehaka in, and all of a sudden a 4 versus 4 turns into a 5 versus 4. They run with the numbers advantage and they get the kills. And this is exactly how you play multiple globals in a team. Can always rotate one then back if you are afraid that they're missing out on experience on a lane. In this case, that even wasn't needed. But here's the level 10 abilities, and we're going to get them for both teams in just a second. Should be an even exchange in altars again, as usual, as we have a top left, top right position. Got the mind control in, the shots are fired. 28 points against Boom, 32. The fight at the bottom of the map, and here comes Marke. Mind control comes in. Can they get the kill? They're trying to, but the ball is bouncing, and that's a kill against Brightwing. The fruit fly is down. Make with the mighty gust into the corner, but Gia gets body blocked, and this isn't looking good for him. Gia's in trouble, but they kill Maiev instead. Maiev is down, and all of a sudden Hydra finds himself on the receiving end of that beating, and that's a triple kill against Team SoundLess. Chili Mountain, they got tired of losing. They just said, you know what, we're gonna turn this around now. We get again the falling sword for Johanna, but it's one team that is making the moves now, and that is Chili Mountain. 7 kills to 2. They are doing a great job now. They had some problems in the early game when they lost one hero, and all of a sudden Sylvanas allowed the red team to push pretty heavily, but now they're starting to control the flow of the game a little bit more. They have taken a significant lead in experience with an entire level, which will grant them the early level 13. They're stacking on Falstad, they're stacking on Cassia, they get the new habits nearly completed for Gia, which will allow him to use the unstoppable frames to stay even more dangerous in these team fights. And they're now also controlling the camps on the map. It's a single altar that's popping up next on the map, and with only half a level missing and a double global play that they can execute, Chili Mountain should have the upper hand there. Should get the level 13 for that and take the lead in experience. Banana H and Maka are threatening some aggression against Jojo at the bottom of the map. Farlander, he's dishing out the damage, and I mean, he should have some serious numbers to his name. Yeah, 23,000. Look at that. He's doing a lot of work, but they're trying to get the kill. Witness is in trouble, is trying to move out. The drag doesn't connect as the Haka moves in, but the fight isn't over. Jojo gets a bit of damage connected on Bakul as she's trying to move out, but it's not enough. The quest is completed now for Blaze. Unstoppable frames are ready. There's the additional auto attack talent for Make. He has the giant killer now that helps him against the front line for even more damage. The shots are fired, and slowly but steadily the core gets pushed down to 24 points. Good moves from Chili Mountain. They lost Falstad once, they lost Cassia once. Outside of that, the only thing that they did is kill heroes. Sylvanas is the only one that hasn't died yet on the red team. Only one that hasn't fallen yet. Top side, Bakul gets a little bit crushed over here. Now, the problem is, of course, that there's a lot of potential momentum, right? SoundLess, they have Sylvanas, so if they win a big team fight and Sylvanas is still alive, they can use her to take structures down. That's going to be huge. But right now, they need to get to that point, and it's getting tricky because that's another kill against Sonya. That's a problem. Once more, they have to fight a 4 versus 5. Cage is out. Gust is used. There's the bunker. All of the defensive tools get used by Chili Mountain as they try to stay alive here. They know that they got the upper hand now, thanks to the lead in experience, and they can go for another objective very, very easily, or at least they should be able to. Talents at least are even. And here's the push at the bottom of the map. 42 stacks for Cassia. Not insane, but again, it's good enough. 31 stacks for Falsa. That's a different story. He's doing a fantastic job here. Hammer Gains is, of course, helping him. Giant Killer is very likely going to get the Afterburn on level 16 so that he can reposition a bit easier as well. And it's all about the single altar that's going to spawn at the bottom of the map now. So, what are we going to get? Falstad in the middle. Careful. Make has to move away. Sees it coming. And is able to escape Jojo as well. That could have been a kill. The bird, got to be careful. And he was. Now the camp gets taken. Good timing is all around for them. And with only half a level to 16, SoundLess is going to try and make a quick move. Good damage against Hydra already. And here comes our 5 versus 5. The Haka is now at the bottom of the map, and all they gotta do is buy some time. Buy some time, put Falstad, if you can, into the middle, and then fly down if you have to. But get the experience. So they're trying to make the play here. Nibbling on the edges a bit with additional boomerangs. Falstad also looking for the angle. If you can set a good gust up, they will. But in an ideal world, they would like to get the level 16 before that happens. And is SoundLess really fighting into it? That's a bigger question. If they want to make a move, they have to do it now, and they're setting it up. They're trying to get the kill. There's the gust already, but the fight isn't over yet. Good bunker though from Blaze, and that helps them. The Blaze main tank, the drag against Hydra. 16 isn't ready yet, but it will be soon. Once again, the engage, and they're trying to play the make for Cassia. They don't get the kill, and there's a level 16 talent. Afterburner is in. Gia is low. Backward. He's about to fall. He's in trouble, and he goes down. The big shove happening against Johanna, and that leads to a kill against Sonya and Sylvanas. Both of them are dead. The level 16 talent power spike is kicking in now, and with Sir Ice Cream pushed out of the fight, there was a huge problem. Great play by Stukov. Nicely done by Banana H. Witness is trying to rush away here, but the kill comes through. Falstad with a lightning rod. They are murdering them right now. Big kills coming in. The quest even completed for Falstad. We're only 11 minutes and 30 seconds into the game as he gets the 40 stacks. He has the activatable now. They take the bell tower. Guys, they are crushing. What a fantastic series again. I mean, nice comeback by Chili Mountain in this best of 3. The map isn't over, but boy are they in the lead now. 2 levels ahead, big shots fired, bam, putting the core down to 19 points. 11 kills to 3, pumpkins all over the place now that they can use. Damage output, 39,000 for Cassia. Sylvana still holding on par with the damage, but that doesn't really help them. They can't do much more than that. Backhold is still playing it topside with, yeah, that's a little bit more of a help that they get. Not only does Brightwing come in, but Fawcett is also stopping by to say hello. And they still don't have level 16, but you don't want to go up against the Slam. Sylvanas is dead again, as we have another fight at the bottom of the map. Top side, the Haka is coming in too, so they're still trying to see if they can maybe get a kill against Sonya or Brightwing. But at the bottom of the map, the control is ready. Blue team has full control over that bot lane and that additional bell tower. 16 talents now, finally on both sides. Gives us, Hydra. Hydra! Yes, he's dead too. No chance. Chili Mountain, crushing. And stacking it up for Make, who's sitting at 44 stacks now. The endless stacking continues. Bottom bell tower likely going to be retaken. Can't really prevent that. You can delay it, but you won't be able to prevent it against the Sylvanas composition anyways. At least you shouldn't be able to. Comes the evasive fire. We got the giant slammer in. Imposing presence for Jojo. And the triple altar phase. And that one hurts. If you have only 3 bell towers under your control, including the core of course, and your opponent has 5, that hurts. 10 points off the core would put them down into the single digits. Spoiler alert, it's not where you want to be. So they got the globals on top of it, and yeah, a bit of good global play and focus on macro will allow them to get that. And there's absolutely no question of what's happening here. Witness gets the OLED channel at the top right. That's 3 shots fired, but that's not going to be enough. Bam! Straight in. 29 to 9 points on the core. Big advantage for Chili Mountain now. And look at the lead in experience. 3 levels nearly. They're nearly 3 levels ahead now. They're pushing the middle, they're pushing the top, and they give up the bottom bell tower, but they exchange it. They exchange it for the boss at the top, which is fantastic because that means they are pushing the core of Team SoundLess down to the last 5 points, while at the same time they get closer to level 20. Now, the red team is trying to retake the bot lane completely. Not only their own bell tower, which they succeeded in doing, but also take this one. But now they're up against the level 20 and maybe they overstay, because now they're forced into a fight that I don't know if they can win it. It's gonna be tricky, like really tricky. Falstad wants the gust, he gets it, a nice one that forces the battle, and right now SoundLess is in deep shit. Nenopi, he's about to get crushed over here, Brightwing is dead, Sonya is dead, and they are going to lose more, aren't they? That bell tower is going to be retaken, very likely. Even so, Ice Cream has to jump out and has to use his own ult to get out. But this is a problem, because now with 2 heroes down for another 30 seconds, the altars, they are activating in another 25. And if they take the bell tower and just channel one of them, then the game is over. So big plays being made right now. Ooh. Chili Mountain. They won game 3. Look at Sonya. She died 6 times. Beautiful setup. Nice jet propulsion. And that's the end of Sylvanas and of Maiev. And guys, I'm going to be honest here, this is going to be the end of the game. There's no way they're going to hold this. 5-man wipe, that's the end of game 2. SoundLess, they're losing the bell tower. Guess who's channeling? 4 shots fired. He was a little bit too soon, so they have to channel the second one as well. Banana Age was a little bit too early on the completion there, but this is still game. Chili Mountain forces their final map in this best of 3 series and the quarterfinal of the second Masters Clash qualifier. Nicely done by the blue team. Let's head straight into game number 3. Game number 3, Volskaya Foundry, everybody. Let's go. We have a 3-mapper. I am happy. Happy Panda already. So let's check it out. We got, first of all, Medivh banned out. On one hand, I'm kind of happy about it. On the other hand, I'm a little bit sad. Would be kind of fun to see him. Now that we've seen Stukov multiple times, we also have him banned right away. Chromie gets banned out too. There's another one of those maps where we could also see Makis Mephisto again. That was a bit of a question there. Uther gets banned, and yeah, let's go. I mean, Volskaya Foundry, again, is a little bit of a weird map because you can always play around the objective a bit. It depends on if you have a setup that can burn it down, but if you do, then you don't even have to go for it. Cassia can be great against the Protector, not only in regards to the damage, but it makes it a little bit easier for her to get additional stacks together too. Generally speaking, she's a fantastic hero to be picked on Volskaya because normally it ends up with a huge stacking game for her and therefore a lot of late game damage. But again, map choice was made by Chili Mountain, so they must have a little bit of a game plan here that they can use against Team SoundLess. Market with Tychus and Sonya. That's a lot of control already for the objective. Not only because Tychus can pop Odin whenever he wants, but Sonya has the spin to win and the slam on top of that too. And, well, let's go. So, what do we have? Yeah, I mean, again, this is the moment of truth, right? You want to advance here. You want to go to the semis. Leo and Jojo. Yeah, the janitor is in the house. Leoric is finally here. Yeah, that janitor skin. HTC went down and all of a sudden Blizzard finally put the janitor skin in, which was requested, I think, after Heroes was a year old. It was initially a design made by some Chinese fan. And yeah, the janitor is in the house. Now, rumor to the day still has it that the reason why we still get Janitor Leoric is because Blizzard needed the Janitor's Closet for the remaining developers of the Heroes of the Storm team. So, yeah, he vacated the closet and is now part of the game. The remaining 2 developers are in the closet right now, which kind of fits with what we're getting these days. Ana also getting immediately banned out. Deathwing has been banned too. And, well, with that, we have our next 2 picks coming up. What is Banana H going to play? It's a little bit sad that Ana gets banned. Honestly, now that Stukov has been banned out, I was already looking forward to see him on Ana again. But, yeah, not really happening. Instead, we get Anduin. Yeah, against Leo, that's kind of neat. If you can make sure that Anduin doesn't get caught by the Entomb, you can always pull the target out. We got Gia's Imperius. Haven't seen that bad boy in a while. And of course the final 2 picks now for Team SoundLess. So yeah, let's see what we're gonna get here. Come on. We need a support and we need damage. It's kind of funny that, considering that Ice Cream was the first one to really play it out with some of the other boys and playing Rex, I really don't have that today. Nano P on deck at Kane. Okay, the old man is part of the action with Hanzo being played now. And off we go. Last one to take. Let's bring it. Azurite. What are we going to get for game number 3? What are they looking in for Volskaya Foundry? They successfully forced game number 3. If they can now go all the way and end up in the semi-final, that would be the dream. But Team SoundLess, at least in the second qualifier here today, is going to have other plans. Alright, we're in the game. So apparently Make disconnected just towards the end of the draft since there was only 1 hero that had to be picked by Chili Mountain. It wasn't a problem. They didn't have to recreate the draft or anything. Gia just locked in Blaze and then they started the game, so no issues whatsoever as we're heading into game number 3. Chili Mountain on the left side with Make here in Volskaya Foundry playing Tychus. We got Banana H on Anduin, Azurite on Imperius, Berkult on Sonya, and Gia on Blaze. A triple melee frontline that they're running now. And on the right side of the map, we got Team SoundLess with Nenopi on Deckard Kane. We currently got Hydra on Leoric, so Ice Cream on Johanna, Witness on Cassia, and Farlander on Hanzo. Yeah, well, it's an interesting one. I mean, the map choice was made by Chili Mountain. You could make the argument that against a Russian-Ukrainian team, it might not be the best idea to go for Volskaya Foundry. It's like, he's okay. We got home advantage now. No problem. No problem. Chili Mountain going down. Game number 2, wanted to make it interesting. Game 3, not an issue. Got Leoric, get easy kills. Got Hanzo, more Overwatch, more win. Easy peasy. Volskaya Foundry, home advantage. And mucho vodka. Okay, so, either way. Dumm's Gebubble aside, let's go. This is going to be the 3rd game, guys, and the winner moves on to the semi-finals, so that's some extra points, even if you don't win the tournament. But of course, you still keep that hope alive that you can lock in that auto-qualification for the entire event. We have a bit of a different setup here with the Consume Vitality. Still would assume that we get the same wave clear rotation with Neil Peasant on level 4. In addition to that, we now also have the camps taken. So easily at the 1 minute mark. It's all about the items. Again, item advantage on this map goes a long way. Doesn't guarantee you the win, nothing does. But if you get those items, if you can maybe even lock in the healing beacon, then you're going to be in a nice position one way or another. So that's what they're going to try and set up here. And that's also why you try and take those items at the 1 minute mark. It will allow you to get a second one during the objective time. So you're going to try and make that play. But I mean, either way, at this point, it's all about new habits again for Blaze. They already played him in the main tank position a bit earlier. Now, in addition to that, we also got Imperius. Ruby gets played over the Shielding Potion, the Ring of Leech, combined with that level 1 talent on Cassia again. So this time we don't see stacking. It's kind of a bit sad because this is a great stacking map. As a lot of players in the past have already proven. The build for Sonya doesn't really change with the map. She's still focusing on Slam. And it's time for the first real fight over here. As they are coming in, trying to get the kill. Nice, good lunge. Nice connect here. Still contesting this. And of course, Jojo is moving in. Backhold, ready to battle it out with Sonya. And they're going for Hydra, and he goes down. Hydra dead, and that's the first kill of the game as the Janitor is down. Came into the fight, trying to take out the trash. And then, bam! Gets slammed away. So, good opening for Chili Mountain. I would actually be kind of crazy. If they make it happen now, win 2 in a row, respect. I mean, again, long way to go. Long way to go still. But they are starting off with a pretty nice setup here. Nano P on the old man. And, well, they go for the wave clear. Now, it's time for the first objective. And in this case, both of the teams are really going for it. Now, one of the problems is always that on this map, the objective isn't really all that powerful. Normally, you are trying to get at least a couple of walls to destroy the outer structures, and that usually does the trick for you. The problem with Volskaya Foundry is obviously of how scripted the objective rotation is. Would be kind of cool if Blizzard could randomize it a bit in the future. Shouldn't really be a problem, since they've done some randomization on other maps as well. Level 7 talents is what both of them are now out for, and Chili Mountain locks the extra talent in a little bit sooner than SoundLess does. So the position on the progress, on the checkpoint, goes to them. Nice lunge and a kill! Nice! That triple frontline is so far paying dividends. Good for them. Yeah, they drop them. And as the game continues, Chili Mountain stock is rising faster than the game stock. Stock. Big shout out to Reddit. Bottom of the map. Backhold is coming in. Hydra in the 1 versus 1. So they are not giving up on anything. They're taking the Protector. They're taking the items. They're taking the experience at the bottom of the map. They have the objective now. Already gets slowly taken down here. But I gotta say, Chili Mountain, 2 kills to 0. Leading experience. Invading the camp over here. Trying to use the Protector for something useful. Looking for a 3rd kill against Hydra. They're doing exceptionally well here. They are making all the right moves right now. Maybe a little bit aggressive for this one, especially since they don't have a gunner. But another good connect with Imperius, and they can make the plays. They go for the ice cream, and as it turns out, a massive Mac fist to the face takes Jojo out pretty easily. So now we are having the bot lane attacked. They are opening up the wall here, at least trying to. 3 kills to 0. Leoric is rotating up, trying to make a play there. But, whew. This is a solid setup for Chili Mountain. Game number 1. It was impressive how Team SoundLess on Infernal Shrines just toyed with them in the late game. But then game number 2 happened, and now we are carrying all of the momentum from the first map straight into game number 3. where we have Chili Mountain getting a mad lead with an early level 10, 4 kills to 0, the destruction of the bottom fort, and they are crushing it here. Leap for Sonya, and I don't even mind it with the triple melee setup that they're running here. Why not? Got Blaze also with Bunker, so that's another defensive tool that they can use. They steal the camps of the opponent away, and they can make play after play. I mean, we're 5.5 minutes in, and all of a sudden we already look at the completed new habits. So that means that we have him with the unstoppable frames, even more survivability. And yeah, the boys are crushing here. Since SoundLess doesn't have a level 10, what can they do? They can't contest this. It's not happening. So right now, big values to items, the objective, the rotations. They start to burn down the top a little bit. If they can take the fountain, then they're popping Odin already, and why wouldn't they? They have plenty of time here. Can take that fountain down, make it even harder for Team SoundLess to win the second objective. So they are doing solid work, and of course now finally we got level 10 on the other side too. But keep Anduin in mind, whenever we see these entombs set up, we'll see Anduin pulling the target out with his Leap of Faith. Yeah, then again, that was a little bit of an aggressive move there. A pretty interesting jump sequence, leaping out and getting pulled mid-leap. Take a look at this. Take a look at this one of how that played out. Sonya moves out, moves down, tries to get the kill here, then tries to jump out, gets leaped midway, and still dies. So, that was an awkward one. Hanzo went into the meme strike. We are seeing this a little bit more these days. But yeah, that was a bit of an unfortunate action play here from Sonya. A little bit too aggressive. But they're making the play down here again. And they're nearly burning Leo down. Great meme strike though. Really good meme strike. There's the kill against Leo any second. I mean, he's gonna die one way or another. There we go. He gets eliminated. Item is about to be taken, but the Ice Cream gets body blocked and gets wrecked as well. Imperius dies. But they also drop Cassia. The healing beacon with full-on value over here. 7 kills to 2, and they're pushing the bot lane even further right now. Whoa! Big kill against Hanzo. Bakul comes in, gets the leap, gets the kill. Gia, is he gonna go for another engage? Yeah, he actually does. Doesn't even die to the entomb, so what? Oh my god, what? Hydra didn't die either? Okay. Nanopi keeping all of them alive. The problem is that Muck in the meantime has just split off from the rest of the team, has moved to the top and has just said, you know what? I'm just gonna take this one. I'm just gonna take your fort down. They're trying to get him, the Blessed Shield and the Condemn are there. Not sure if they can get the damage connected, I highly doubt it. Yeah, and instead it's a potential turnaround, because now that there's no fort anymore, there's no layer of defense that they have on the map. You can't retreat to it anymore. The meme strike is out again. 8 kills to 2. What a game! What a game, seriously. Big worth here all over the place. 20,000 damage now for Tychus, 18,000 for Hanzo, 8 kills to 2. The objective at the top has now popped up, but they're trying to invade at the bottom again. That level 13 talent advantage gives, of course, Chili Mountain a big leg up in those fights. And yeah, Tychus is now moving in as well. They're trying to steal this item away. And they might be able to make it happen. Great Entomb over here. But here comes another jump. They're trying to go for the item. The old man goes for the sleeper setup. So Ice Cream still gets caught. Has to drop the turret. But he himself is about to die. And he goes down. Blaze gets the kill. The turret therefore had to be wasted. 9 kills to 2. What a game again. Action, action, action. Every single time that you have the Russians play. I mean, no matter if they win or lose, it doesn't really matter. The one thing that's guaranteed is there's a lot of fighting going on. Level 13, ready with the Ancient Blessings. But of course, the objective is now wide open. And just look at that lead and experience. Oh my god. 16 is nearly in. Leo is dying. Honestly, you can't even look at the objective once. Another one is falling. Hydra has now died again. Trying to go into the auto attack build here. 10 kills to 2 by now. Imperius is sitting up at the top. Azerite is trying to get this one. And in the meantime, with another objective up on the map, they are trying to make another rotation so they can take the turret at the bottom and ensure that it's not getting stolen by SoundLess. Big plays. Yeah, but again, of course they're being aggressive. Why wouldn't they be? Talent disadvantage? Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's go. Can we win this?
Nope.
Probably not. But doesn't... Oh, well, maybe they can. Anduin goes down. That's a kill. Items have been dropped, but still, they're looking good. Yeah, but Witness is about to die. Witness goes down, and here comes Marke with Odin as they're slowing. So Ice Cream and Leo, they're trying to get some follow-up kills. And here comes Azerite from the side. They're trying to get the kill against Ice Cream. Hanzo dies first. And over here, they're still trying to go for Jojo. Leap is not up. Leo is still fighting it. Marcus survives. And guess what? Leo is dead again. Yeah, he's ghosting around a little bit, but oh boy. Is this going to be a tough one? Is this a good game for Team SoundLess? I don't think so. Glad you agree, but yeah, it's not really looking too good, let's be honest. 13 kills to 3, and Team SoundLess, they're looking for fights, they're coming in with aggression, but it's just not giving them any kills. And the problem is, they are not able to bridge that gap. They're still a level behind, there's still a talent behind. The only one that hasn't died on that side is Deckard Cain. Deckard Cain, in times of Corona, he practiced social distancing for more than a year now, so he's staying far away from the action, and therefore he's the only survivor. He is in the high-risk group. He knows that he has to stay away from those team fights. They are not safe. Those are large gatherings, and those are just banned. They're not a good idea these days. So Deckard Cain is looking at this and is like, guys, I'm not risking it. I'm not chancing it. I don't have my vaccine yet, so I'm going to be safe in the back. That's how this happens. That's the reason why he's the only one on the red team side that hasn't died yet. So he's playing it safe. He's playing it cool like a cucumber. 13 kills to 3. And it's party time at the bot lane again. All of the forts have been destroyed. And now it's time to move through the bot lane and try to get their keep destroyed here too. The objectives in this game, I gotta say. For Volskaya Foundry game, these things have started to do some damage. I mean, seriously. This is the second objective at 12 minutes in, and they're doing work here. So off we go. 27,000 damage for Hanzo compared to what Tychus has. 38k for him. 38k for Hanzo. 130,000 siege damage for Sonya. And another team fight. 16 versus 16. Sonya in the back against Farlander. Farlander's on the run. Spin to win. Deckard Cain. Ah, that's the kill. There's the kill. Leo is dead too. They got no chance here. They get murdered. They get murdered. They can't win these team fights anymore. They're getting absolutely shellacked over here. One hit after another, kill after kill. A brutal setup as Chili Mountain. They are starting to establish some dominant position on this map. Trying to end this, move on to the semi-final of the tournament. And things are looking fantastic for them. They're going for the keep at the bottom of the map now. And they are just absolutely slapping them around. Hit after hit. The keep is down. Nearly level 20 now for Chili Mountain. And whew, this is nearly a... I mean, this is a 3-level advantage. And it's a Storm talent lead in just a second. And of course, the item advantage is there too. There's only one single turret that they have, but there's another turret camp on the map that they can get. And in addition to that, they go for the healing beacon on top of it too. So there we go. We got 15 to 3 kills. Cleo's trying to stack a 16 now, of course. And they're coming in on the right side even more, trying to hope... I mean, they're hoping for an engage, of course. Now, can Team SoundLess come back? I guess they could if they somehow get 20, but honestly, how? Like, how do you get level 20 at this point? Soaking 3 levels after your keep has already been destroyed with the objective popping up at the bottom of the map and your opponent holding an advantage in not only talents but also items? I don't really know. It's gonna be a big problem. It's gonna be a huge problem. So let's see what they can do here. Also, they're so far behind, it's really, really tricky to keep anybody in the back line alive. Normally when Sonya jumps in, you want to turn on her and just simply blow her to pieces, especially if you have the CC, but that's just not working out for them at all. Not even a little bit. And just look at that pressure. Chili Mountain coming in again with another Odin getting popped. They got the big red button. The wall doesn't stand a chance. Gets annihilated immediately. Yeah. Odin is just fantastic at taking these walls down. Rumor has it that Biden is thinking about hiring Tychus to take some of the border wall apart. Cannot confirm or deny. But either way, as our boys doing some damage towards the keep over here, Hydra at the bottom, if he gets locked down again by another lunge of Azerite, that might be another kill against Leo, but there's no follow-up this time. They dropped the keep down to 50% HP, and yeah, problematic is one word to describe what's happening here. Especially with the objective now coming up. You're 2 levels behind. You haven't taken a keep down. Sorry, a fort down. Have they taken a tower down? I don't even think so. Towers are still out. Yeah, 1 tower. 1 tower has been eliminated. That's the only thing that they took down. 1 tower has been killed. So now we got a 3-level advantage. 15 kills, 2-3. And whew, I don't think they can make any play here. Maybe they can try and get a snipe on Backhold or anybody else. The problem is, even if they land an entomb on him, he's just gonna leap out. A blessed shield, maybe? Like, I don't know. But down at the bottom, another turret is about to be taken. Yeah, they're taking 1 tower. I mean, they can set up tower defense if this continues. They take Hydra down 2, 16 kills to 3. Leoric is activating the trade value for the 6th time in the game. They're looking for the core. Chili Mountain is done. They're done with this. They're like, boys, let's end it. Let's just end it. Anduin, he's afraid to join the fight. He wants to have a big mech to protect him. Blessed Shield is missing, adding insult to injury. The situation gets even worse. They're setting it up as Anduin is slowly bringing the protector over. And they want to go for core here. And they're starting to take the shield slowly down. Leap into the back. Nano P. Oh, Imperius nearly died. The bunker is up, but here comes the protector. Azerite is low, but they keep him alive. The core is down to 67%. They want to end the game right here. Their semi-final is so close, and with Hanzo dead, the chances of SoundLess to bring it back are pretty much 0. They're dishing out the damage. This is going to be game. Cassia down, Jojo down, Deckard Kane finally dies. 5-man team wipe as Chili Mountain moves on to the semi-final of the tournament. Nicely done as the blue team locks in the victory.